What is good, internet? It is Spirit of Paradox here, and welcome back to another video. And my apologies for my lateness on this one, folks. I was broke this week. And today we are going to be doing Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 4. And in this issue, Peter Parker and MJ go out for dinner with Harry, Osborn, and Gwen. Let's see how this one goes. So if you guys are fans of the Ultimate Universe, you guys know the deal. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. We cover both on the channel. And let's start the video. We begin on an April night, and the moon is out, and so is MJ and Peter Parker. Are you sure this is a good idea? No, but at least it gave us an excuse to get out of the house and dress up a little. Yeah, that's true, and I must say, you look clean up and very nicely, Mr. Parker. Well, I run with a tough crowd. I'm just trying to keep it up. Oh, there he is. Sorry I'm late. And here we see Harry Osborn finally arrive at the destination. Hey Harry, how's it going? Doing well, doing well. You find this place all right? We did. Pretty nice. I don't think they wanted to let me in, but they relented when I gave them your name. Oh, sorry about that. The crowd here can be a bit insufferable. Just awful people, really. Yeah. Uh-huh. I eat here at least once a week. So, what are we drinking? A lot, probably. Harry, I want you to meet my wife. This is MJ. It's very nice to meet you, Harry. Pleasure's all mine. Peter has told me all about you. Honestly, he won't shut up about it. The man's obsessed, I think. Well, I hear most people call that being in love. I'll admit, it's a bit of a branding issue lately. But you're on your job? Speaking of, congrats on your new business. I love it to see when people bet on themselves. Thanks. If I work hard enough, sometimes I forget how terrified I am. Well, some people may call that being excited. I can see why you like him, Peter. So, I thought your wife was coming. She had a business thing uptown. It should only be a few... Ah, here she is now. Peter, MJ, this is my wife, Gwen Stacy. Sorry, things got a little complicated. Hello, you must be Peter. Hi, this is MJ. Hey there. What was the hold-up with the meeting? Oh, you know, old school executive types. I tried the carré but they wanted the stick. Nothing to worry about, so what should we eat? I'm starving. Oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah, the chefs are pretty great. She's from Argentina, I think. Yaguri, says Gwen. It's been a while since we've... Actually, when was the last time we went out? On a date? Beaky baby. Beaky? What's... Ah, before kids? You got it. Do you two have any? Children? No. I'd like to think I'd be a good mum, but none for us yet. We're considering it, though. Well, it's just the best thing ever. What's the hold-up? The world we'd be bringing them into. Sure, I get it. Very of the times. It's a scary proposition. Either way, How long have you guys been married? Oh, who can say? Hard to keep track when every day is a dream. 8 years, 3 months, and 10, no, 11 days. 2 leap years, not one, says Gwen. The accumulation of the lifelong pursuit. But enough about us, MJ. Spill it. What? We all know what you and Peter is up to. Let's hear how your business is going. Oh, what's this? MJ started a PR firm. She's a bit of a marketing genius. I used to model a little. It was fine, but while I was doing that, I started handling my own branding. People liked what I did, word got around. Then I picked up a job, or got picked up by Bayhem LaRoche and worked there for a while. After that, I got poached by Altman Smith and Altman for their executive suite about 5 years ago. Oh, really? Now that's an interesting place. I think Harry's dad used them a few times. Interesting. Now that's a very polite way to describe a crisis management firm. It starts with you pick your own clients, and eventually it turns into just make the problem go away. It was gross. Super gross. I just couldn't do it anymore. So off I went. Good for you. So who you got, client-wise? Well, I'm on retainer at damage control. But other than that, it's all one-offs and irons in the fire. Except Peter, is it okay to talk about this? Sure, why not? I mean, it can't hurt their feelings, and they don't change their minds, so... Last week, I started helping out Peter's uncle and Ben Parker, and Jane Jonah Jameson. They're starting their own news outfit, and we just settled on a name. This is gonna have big consequences in the future, because if you think about it, remember how the Green Gimp is out here trying to get at Fisk, and the Daily Bugle have been covering him up by covering Spider-Man, and obviously with Jane Jonah Jameson and Uncle Ben's news firm, they're gonna be covering the Green Gimp. So there's going to be a conflict of interest between these characters and what's going on in their vigilante lives. So Hickman's planting them seeds, and I could see it, Hickman. In the next page we go to Ben and Jonah. I don't get it. We're doing news online, not in print, which I'm still not okay with, and she wants to call it the paper? Is it supposed to be ironic or something? It was nice of you to stop by just to complain about this, Jonah. And I think the word she used was meta. It's actually both, says MJ's son. I dunno. It feels very clever. And you know how I hate that. I do. But it also has a certain something to it, doesn't it? Not elitist, for the masses. Very everyman. Yeah, maybe I do like that it's generic in the right kind of way, and not the other way, where you have to take a vowel out so you can trademark it or something. PAPR, that nonsense. I'd die of embarrassment. And then the daughter's looking at them both like, Uncle Ben? Yes, dear. Is he going to be leaving soon? And she gives him this screw face. Yeah, she clearly don't like Jonah in this universe. As we head back to the date, Harry says, the paper sounds great. I know I get up every day and say to myself, what I really need in my life is more news. I mean, I just love it so much. You're being rude, Harry. I'm joking, my dear. Dad always said Ben was the salt of the earth. I just hope it goes well. Not sure if this is the right market. Too competitive, says Peter. Closed system. You'll see. And then Gwen comes with some feisty words. I dunno. Depends on what they cover. And depends on how deep they like to dig. I can think of a few reasons why a couple of crusty old guys with nothing to lose might be useful. And Mary Jane didn't like that. Keep going. Grist for the mill. Well, take the pictures Peter's been shooting of that masked man swinging through the sky. Killer eye, by the way. Damn, I can smell the estrogen from here. Oh, I just point and shoot. Nice one, Hickman. He means thank you, as Mary Jane holds Peter's hand. I do. Thanks. You're welcome. Anyway, if you look at the coverage of it, it's sanitized, surrounded. It's not that the stories are corporate. They are, of course. But they're intentionally obtuse. They miss all of the point of the masked man. Which is that he exists for a reason. That there must be a point to him. A purpose. For someone, or someones, he's fulfilling a need. For good or for bad. Now, I like to think he isn't a bad guy, but in a lot of ways, him being a good guy would be more upsetting to certain people. It implies that there's something wrong with the world, and maybe he's what we're looking for, a cure for what ails us. Peter adds, I see you've thought about this quite a bit. People need heroes, Peter. And if your uncle's going to report on that, good for him. Maybe you could let them use some photos of yours. Peter says, but I work for the Bugle. And you always will with an attitude like that, says Gwen. And then Peter just gives Harry this look like, damn, you control your woman. But Harry just gives off this snarky response as well as he tries to attempt to drink his wine. He says, hey, CEO of a billion-dollar company, go easy on the working folk. But she's not wrong, as he takes a sip. Fair enough. I've said my piece. And with that, I need to visit the ladies. And then we see Mary Jane get up and say, I'll come with. You two behave, as the two ladies go to the toilet. I better see some claw action. I better see some arguments. In the next page we head back to Uncle Ben, and we could see that the daughter has nodded off to sleep, but the son is still up. She really doesn't like Mr. Jameson. In all fairness, kiddo, she ain't the only person on that plane. But what do you think about him? I think the two of you are really cool, Uncle Ben. Yeah, well, that's because you read a lot. Everybody should read a lot. Well, sure, but you gotta give him a reason to, which can be a little tricky. So, you got an hour before you gotta go to bed. Wanna watch some TV? Nah. Good man. We go back to the ladies and the ladies' room. Love that collar on you, says Gwen. Thanks. Can I ask you something? Sure. Go right ahead. Am I coming on too strong? 'Cause sometimes I can come on a little strong. I think it's mostly a corporate thing, but I tend to have trouble switching it off. And on top of that, I clearly have opinions. So, too much? I'm good, says MJ. Great, because I was hoping to ask a favor, and that's hard to do if things were going the other way. How can I help? Asks MJ. You probably know this, but if you didn't, Oscorp took over Stain and Stark a few months ago. Since then, we've scaled up in some unexpected ways. To be blunt, we have too much money, and now we need to get some off the books. But I've exhausted all normal charities, donations, and various non-profits. And tonight's conversation got me thinking of you. What? No, Peter and I would never take any. Oh, sorry. No, that's not what I meant, because that would be weird, right? Yeah, as they both have this awkward silence. So, I was hoping, since you're their brand manager, that you could set something up between me and the grumpy old men of the paper. I'm kinda in the mood to see if I could help a pirate ship. As we return to Harry and Peter, what are you smiling at? You, as he points at Peter. Haven't told her yet, have you? No, Wait, you told Gwen? Yeah. How much? Everything. Oh God, Harry, what are you thinking? I'm thinking I love my wife, and we don't have to keep secrets between us. Are you really telling me you haven't told anyone? No one knows? Ugh. My kid caught me in my costume. Well, thank God. For a second there I thought you were going to lecture me about the importance of keeping secrets and whatnot. It is important. I haven't told MJ because... Look, it's not that I don't trust her or anything. That would be ridiculous. But I have to protect them, don't I? You really think you can live this life and insulate the people you love from the consequences? I don't know for sure if I want to do this, whatever this is. I've seen you in action, pal. Yeah, you do. And if I'm brave enough to do it, you sure should be. And why is that? Because at the end of the day, I'm just a guy in a suit. And you, with your abilities, are a bit more good than that. It's on us, pal. To do what? Save the world. Well, thank God for a second here, 'cause I thought you was gonna lay something heavy on me. Harry, for the first time in my life, I'm doing something I'm good at. Stopping bad people from doing bad things feels right. What you're talking about, I don't know. It sounds too big. That's what she said. I'm not going to tell you what you have to do, Peter, or how to do it. It's not my place, and it's not my call. You have to decide that. Nobody's forcing you to come along for the ride. But you need to understand where this is heading and what we're up against. These people, they're playing God, and they're playing for keeps. And worse than that, they've been doing it our whole lives. It's institutional, systemic. It's the whole damn world. And you have great power, Peter. And with great power comes great responsibility. And that is where Peter gets that massive quote from in the Spider-Man mythos. It comes from Harry Osborn in this universe. So does that mean this relationship is going to turn really bad, or is Harry going to die? I think one of the two. So this is definitely going to lead into something big. It's such a gift, but only if you use it, as Peter has this moment. Next, we go later that evening, as Peter and MJ are walking home. So, what did you think? They were nice, kind of. Actually, they were a little scary. Yes. It was like equal parts too personal and too intense, but with really great food. Yeah, it was a lot. What did you think of what they were saying about the world needing heroes? What do I need heroes for, Peter? I've got you. And they both hug and walk home. And that is the end of issue number 4 of Ultimate Spider-Man. Now let's talk about the issue in the review section. So that was Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 4. And I did actually enjoy this issue, even though it had absolutely no action within it. This was a more personal and a character-driven issue, and it's really planting seeds for future conflict in the future. So I could really see what Hickman was doing here with Harry Osborn and Gwen, and on this quadruple date that we see Peter go on today. And you can really tell that when they speak about the new paper that Ben and Jonah are making for themselves, we can see how that's going to be a problem for Green Goblin in the future, and even how they speak. They seem very high class and obtuse when they speak down to like people who aren't on their economic status, if you will. And I can really see how that could also be at the detriment, because yeah, we see that Harry wants to try and save the world, but at the same time he is one of those high-end businessmen who don't know what it's like to be in the working class. So, and we also can tell with this whole moment of Harry giving Peter the with great power comes great responsibility. You can really see where Hickman's going with this. Like, this is going to end very badly between these two, and we're gonna have that kind of that traditional relationship Spider-Man has with the Green Goblin, that heated rivalry, because he is his arch nemesis. Unless you want to count that as Venom. But now Venom's a good guy in the main Marvel universe. So who is the arch nemesis of Spider-Man? Is it Green Goblin or Venom? I'm pretty sure it's been Green Goblin and then it was Venom. But now I think it's Green Goblin again. So you guys let me know there. So I did enjoy this issue. My apologies for my lateness, folks. I was broke last week. And yeah, couldn't afford it. So I had to do what I had to do, folks. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you guys enjoy this issue? Did you not? You know what to do in the comments. If you guys are fans of the Ultimate Universe, this is the channel you want to be on, because I cover both. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.